Yo, welcome everybody. How y'all doing out there? I'm Bishop. This is KC Sports. Today we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about the XFL, the draft that's definitely happening here in Kansas City, Eric Bienemy to the Washington Commanders, D-Hop to Kansas City, question mark, and the Kansas City Royals, of course. All that more on This is KC Sports. Let's go. All right. Hey. It feels good to be back on the air. I missed y'all last week. I wasn't feeling too good, so had to, take a break. Wouldn't been fair for me to be on here coughing and snotting and stuff all over the place. Nobody wants to hear that stuff. But real quick before we get into it, I have to give a shout out to my beautiful, lovely, supportive, encouraging wife. Yeah, today is her birthday. I can't even talk straight right now. I'm so excited. I just got through eating some lovely brunch with her. Paige, she's sitting here with me in the studios. I told her, she said she didn't want to be told, she didn't want me to tell y'all that she's here with me today. She's definitely here in the IE Sports Radio studios with me. She might get on here and say a little thing, one thing or two. She thinks she knows a little bit about sports. No, she's definitely an avid Chiefs fan with me, and she watches with me. So we're gonna see if we can get her to say something on the air. I don't know if she wants to, but yeah, today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Paige! Happy birthday! You want me to sing happy birthday to you? You're not gonna say nothing. You're just gonna be mute. Oh man, Pisces gang. It's Pisces gang in the building. Birthday, bitch. Fuck it up if it's your birthday, bitch. Fuck it up if it's your birthday, bitch. All right. It's a family show here. Oh shoot, how y'all doing out there? Again, welcome to another episode of This is KC Sports. I am your man Bishop. We are live on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. It feels good to be back. Hey, thank you, Taryn. Taryn said happy birthday, babe.
Thank you.
You want to come a little closer so you can say thank you?
Thank you, Taryn.
So let's get into it. I watched a little bit of the XFL. I didn't really get to see a lot of it, of the game that was on. There was only one game on yesterday. So I didn't really get to watch too much of it. I work on Saturdays, but I try to tune in as much as I can. The draft, or I'm sorry, not the draft, but the NFL Combine. It was on, I believe it came on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Of course, I work those days too. But thank God for the NFL app. You can watch live stream on the NFL app. So I did get to see some of the combine. And so one person that I noticed that stood out to me during the quarterback was Anthony Richardson out of Florida. The guy is 6'4". He runs a 4.43. To me, what I saw was his mobility, his mechanics. They look real good. His arm strength looked pretty good too. And I think if the Ravens allow, because I haven't been really keeping up. All I knew is that they wasn't close on the deal with Lamar Jackson. And if they got enough wiggle room to will and deal and probably move up in the draft, I don't know where the Ravens are in the draft, but to try to secure Anthony Richardson, I think that will be a good quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. The guy looked good. He got a lot of arm strength. Watching him throw from that pocket, I think he threw it pretty deep down the field, and it looked good. So looking forward to the draft. I can't wait for the draft. I thought I was going to feel a little out of place and walking down the street kicking the can with my hands in my pocket like I just lost my best friend because the NFL season was over. I didn't know what I was going to do other than yard work on the warm days, housework, spring cleaning, and yes, my lovely wife is definitely going to get on me. I can feel it. I can feel it. No more being lazy. No more football Sunday. It's going to be all cleaning.
Gonna put you to work.
She gonna put me to work. So that'll be fun. That's cool. I can definitely, especially with all the working I do, I can definitely do more, lift a little bit around here. But anywho, so can't wait for the draft. The draft is here in Kansas City. I don't know if I'm going to attend. I think I might, just so I can get a couple of sound bites, talk to some of the prospects. That's going to attend the draft, that's going to be in the draft. I think I might go. It'll be the first time I ever been to a draft. I want to take my two sons to the combine one year. I was going to do it this year, and I don't think, obviously didn't do it. So hopefully next year we can go check it out and see what it looks like in person. So the Royals, we in spring training right now. So far, so good. The Royals appear to be playing some pretty smart baseball. It looks pretty good. It looks really good. Really good. They did win yesterday over the Cincinnati Reds, 12-6. Out the gate. Top of the first, MJ Melendez. What'd he do? Homer. Boom. Signed, sealed, delivered. And then as the game progressed, the next homer came at the top of the seventh. Tucker Bradley homered. And then top of the eighth, C.J. Alexander homered. Score, like I said, in the end, final score was 12-6. The Royals seem, I know it's spring training, and I think down there in Arizona, like that field, like I don't know if it's all that big or because I think you can hit homers pretty easy down there. But I'm kind of excited to see where the Royals is going. It seems like they making a turn here, and I think their owner feels it, the management feels it, that you got the Chiefs right now being the dominant team of Kansas City, and then you got Sporting KC that's starting up, and then KC Current that's going to be starting up and stuff like that. And hell, even the KC Comets are looking pretty good. You're going to have to do something to draw the fans back in. And I'm talking about the Royals. You're going to have to do something to draw the fans back in. Because you want this elaborate baseball stadium downtown Kansas City. And people are not going to want to pay for that stuff if we just... Why would we pay for something just to watch a team lose and not have a winning season? So, what do you think, Paige?
No, I agree. I haven't been If I'm being honest, I haven't been too excited about a Royals game since we won the World Series.
Yeah.
And, when the band broke up during that season, it's been kind of disappointing.
Yeah. So, that's how I feel. They should have been prepared for all this stuff. That's how I feel. So, like I said, the XFL game that was on Saturday, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I so far some of the teams haven't been really scoring much, but this game was actually pretty good. Like I said, it was only one on yesterday. I think it's about 3 of them that come on today. It was the Sea Dragons against the Vegas Vipers. The Sea Dragons definitely got their first W over the Vipers. They're now 2. It was the first one, or is it the? I think so. I think they're 1-2, and I know the Vegas Vipers are 0-3. 30-26. So, like I said, that was pretty decent. I haven't had a chance, like I said, to watch a lot of XFL. So, definitely. Yep. Seattle Sea Dragons are 1-2. Looks like DC. They 2-0. I think they play today, if I'm not mistaken. So I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of it. I am going to watch it. Right now, I'm not missing football as much as I thought I was. So I think that's why I haven't tuned in. I'm more concerned. I'm more focused on the off season. I want to see all the movement between all the different teams, all the players getting moved around. I want to see what's going to happen with Lamar Jackson. I want to see what's going to happen with a lot of players that's due contracts, because there's a lot of crap talking going on between all these different teams. Bengals being one of them, of course, and the Eagles.
Speaking of the off season, how are you feeling about us losing Eric Bienemy?
I love it.
Really?
I love it. I'm happy that Eric Bienemy decided to jump off and venture out on his own. He got, get from up under Andy Reid. I think it's piss poor that he has to go out and continue to prove himself. Right. I think he's done that. I think he's well proven now, more than proven himself. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy that he decided to take this route and not go to a college team. Mm-hmm. And then try to come back to the NFL.
I mean, the NFL wasn't giving him many options.
They weren't. But I'm glad he didn't decide. A lot of people feel like he should go ahead coach a college team and then come. No, he's more than proven himself. Exactly. Worthy. Yeah, I wouldn't step out of the NFL and then come back. Forget all that. Mm-hmm. First of all, I shouldn't have jumped through all these hoops to be a head coach anyway. Because at first it was, you don't call plays. Then he started calling plays. And then it was some other crap, and he started checking off all the boxes, and then they kept moving it, or making up excuses on why he's not a head coach. So some people feel like it's the way he talked to players, which I love the way he talked to players. This is the NFL. This is a man's league. This is not Pop Warner Pee Wee football. I'm not here to sit here and tell you, oh, you got a scrape on your knee, it's going to be okay. Tuck the damn ball and run. You fumble, I'm going to bench you. This is not, kid. This is not a kid's league. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy that he's there. I think what he's going to do with that Washington team, he's going to turn them around.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does for them.
Yeah, I think Washington is going number 2 or number 1 in that division, because you have Dallas. Mm-hmm. Who else? I know Dallas is in that. I'm trying to think who else is in that. Who was number 1 in that division? I know the Giants is in there because the Commanders was just under the Giants by like a game or something. Mm-hmm. So you got Giants, Dallas, Washington. I can't think who else is in there right now.
Yeah, I think they could really use the help, and it's going to be exciting to see what he does for them.
Yeah, he's already working. He already got the players excited that he's even there.
So who's going to replace him?
So I think. I don't think they already made the decision. Matt Nagy is going to be the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Which is good because
Yeah, I think that's what you were
hoping. He wasn't much of a head coach really, but I think he'll make an excellent offensive coordinator because Andy Reid is still Big Papa around here. So as long as Andy Reid is here, then everything should be all right.
How many more seasons do you think we can get out of him?
Well, Andy Reid went out and during the Super Bowl, before the Super Bowl, he was joking. He said it was a joke that he was probably a couple of more seasons and he was done, but he said it was a joke. Mm-hmm. He said he's not tired of football yet.
So I read something on Facebook, and it was speaking to Mahomes' greatness, but they were saying that his longevity would have, like, he would have to prove himself with longevity, like he's not, like, I don't understand that. Make that make sense.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
It's the same thing like they doing. Hold on. So Taryn just chimed in and said, "Did we watch Travis Kelce on Saturday Night Live?"
I missed it.
I missed it on purpose.
I didn't. I wanted to see it.
I did not want to see it because I was afraid that, because Kelce around here is that guy. Him and Mahomes, they're that guy. Uh-huh. And I was afraid that, how we talk about being, getting that cringe feeling and stuff like that. I didn't want him to, like, I know Kelce is cool.
I know what you're saying. No,
I know he's cool.
When they did the parade and they were on the mic, I got some cringe.
You got some cringe,
because,
right?
Because, people don't expect Kansas City to get this much attention.
Right.
So I would say that we're not, vetted properly for that kind of attention. Right. And so Kelce was trying to be Kelce, but at the same time, not used to being in the spotlight. You haven't been given the proper training and etiquette to really speak. Yeah. And so you just speaking off the heart and off the head.
Right.
And it can come out kind of cringy.
And Kelce definitely, Terrence said, I wanted to see it and I'm not a Chiefs fan. I need to go back and watch. I'll go back and watch it.
I'm definitely going to
go back. But I didn't want to watch it live because I'm like, man, what if Kelce mess up on one of the skits or something?
I mean, you would hope with as much publicity
that they actually put him through it.
Exactly.
I think Kelce, he's smooth. He's smooth enough. I think he can make it work.
Right. He's not. Mahomes is great, but Mahomes is socially awkward. So I think that he did better than Patty would have done. But I'm gonna go back and check it out.
Yeah. What I was hoping was that. What I was hoping that they did, I doubt that they did it because it would have been all over the place. I was hoping, like Mahomes had Andy Reid in the State Farm commercial, I was hoping that they would allow Kelce to bring Andy Reid somewhere into one of the skits or something on Saturday Night Live.
We got to check it out. We don't know if it happened.
We don't know. Right. We don't know what happened. Or another Chiefs player or something like that. That would have been cool to see. Yeah. But I was just like, man, I hope they didn't, write a corny joke line or something for him or something that just made it just seem uncomfortable.
When you take a break, we're going to look it up and see what we can find
definitely. Out. So, but yeah, back to Eric Bienemy. He already got the players' attention already because they know. They players know his great. The only player that don't know his greatness is Shady, and that's because he's a hater. Mm-hmm. He got mad because he got benched. That's what it is. Shady is running around here sounding like that girlfriend that got dumped before the prom, or before Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. He's upset about something.
Okay. And
so, but every other player, they know Eric Bienemy will make a good coach because of how he speaks. Terry McLaurin, a.k.a. Scary Terry up there, he's the number one receiver in Washington, and he already said, I want to be coached hard. I love to be coached hard. Talk to me because you're my coach and I'm my father. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're not my friend. You're my coach. Mm-hmm. And so he already got most of the players up there. I'm sure he already, got all of their attention and their hearts in it. So I think he's going to make them up there want to run through a wall for him. I'm telling you, I got it on Twitter. I bookmarked it. Number 2 and number 1, Washington, because coming towards the end of the season, they were already starting to get it together. Mm-hmm. They were kind of a quarterback off. I think Sam Howell is the quarterback that's going to be starting, and I think he's going to be decent enough for the Skinks because they got Antonio Gibson as their number 1 running back, and Eric Bienemy is a former running back. So they're not going to have to really worry about an air raid attack like here in Kansas City. They don't need a quarterback that's going to be that's going to have a lot of arm power. They're not going to need that because he's going to come up with so many schemes that's around RPOs, run pass options, and all that kind of crap like that. So you're not going to need a Mahomes. You're just going to need a good enough quarterback to understand what he sees on the field, and that's what's going to happen. So they got McLaurin, then they just got Marcus Kemp. Marcus Kemp came from here. He just went with Eric Bienemy. He was just playing in the Cincinnati Bengals game for us. When Juju and them got hurt, they called Marcus Kemp up. He went with Eric Bienemy. CEH, we don't know the fate of CEH. He might go with Eric Bienemy. If he does, now they got a two-headed monster. Actually, because they have another running back up there that's pretty good. So now you got a three-headed monster in the backfield. So
I hate to lose CEH. I hate that he didn't get to really, shine like he could.
I do too, and I think
I love Pacheco, Pisces gang all day. So I can't take anything away from him, but I just love CEH's spirit. Like he he's got goals and beyond the NFL. And I just like his personality. So
his backstory is awesome.
I'm excited to see him go further, and even if he doesn't go further in the NFL, he's gonna be successful. We ain't heard the last from him for sure.
Yeah, and I think he has a lot of potential. I'm excited to see this Chiefs team next season with the addition of Kadarius Toney and all that stuff. I think McCole Hardman is going to get a team-friendly contract as his first contract because he probably because of the injury. I know he's McCole Hardman is valuable. He has a ring, 2 rings to be exact, right? He has 2 rings.
Who?
McCole Hardman.
Oh yeah,
he has 2 rings now, so he's gonna. Oh, Taryn, we definitely keep a mechanic. He ain't going nowhere. They're going to sign that guy again. They're going to give him another 1-year deal more than likely, and I'm sure he's getting up there in age, but he's playing very healthy, and he's staying healthy, and he's one hell of a blocker for Mahomes. That's why they're not going to get rid of him. And I think that right there is the key, that they feel like they can probably give Orlando Brown somewhat of a contract. I don't think they're going to make him the highest paid, like he was talking that mess last season. He's definitely not probably. He did good this year. He did better, but he's probably not going to be the highest paid. They're going to offer him something, and he'll probably take it. If not, then I think they know that they can afford to either draft a left tackle or something like that, or a right tackle, whichever way we need to go, and they can put McKinnon on either side because he's an excellent blocker. So it'll at least slow whoever's coming down a little bit more to give Mahomes a little bit more time. Excuse me. So McKinnon is probably going to be re-signed more than likely. I don't know about Juju. MVS is here for another 2 years. Kadarius Toney is still on a rookie contract, which we got that guy.
I'll just slide over Juju like that. I like Juju.
I like Juju too. I just don't know.
Somewhere that
he wants to stay here.
He wants to stay because he spoke highly of Mahomes when they,
and he likes Andy Reid.
Free agency, so
right. And here is where he got his first ring.
Right.
So
because it was crazy because Juju was a name. He was like a household name.
Right.
And then what happened? Did he get hurt?
He did get hurt a couple times, but what happened was Antonio Brown was demanding so much attention.
Oh,
as a wide receiver,
that makes sense.
That nut job.
Yeah, So like when they said that Juju was coming to Kansas City, it gave me Le'Veon Bell vibes. Like, you know what I mean?
I got. Yeah.
He did so much more.
Oh yeah.
In Kansas City and
than Le'Veon.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And for the organization and just with the community than Le'Veon Bell ever did. It was like Le'Veon was a ghost. He wasn't even here.
And that's because our team now has shifted so much. We're not really a run team anymore. Hell, we're not even a balanced team. We're not even 50 run, 50 pass. We're predominantly pass. So for high profile running backs like Le'Veon was at one point, but then again, it's starting to look like Antonio Brown was the reason for all that. Because we're scared of Antonio Brown and we're scared of Juju because these two are lined up on the outside. But now we got Le'Veon Bell, You know, he can eat up a lot of field because they demanded so many people, kind of like when Tyreek Hill was here. They demanded so many people in the backfield to try to stop these two.
Speaking of Tyreek Hill, oh my gosh, the way they were talking when that boy left, like, it was just hopeless.
It was the end of the
here
world.
we are with another ring. Crazy.
Yeah, I knew. I'm like, at first, and I was, in the beginning, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. But then, like, I mean, the day it happened, I said, wait a minute, what the hell's Brett Veach on? This isn't making sense. But then when I see what we got in return, and along with our other draft capital.
What wasn't making sense to you?
The Tyreek Hill situation.
What, letting him go?
Yeah.
It wasn't
making sense the first day.
You never had any doubt that we were going to be okay.
Oh, no. I never had any doubt we were going to be okay. I just thought that it didn't make sense. I'm like, wait a minute. What's
happening?
Yeah. Okay. What? But when I saw that, okay, we're getting all these draft picks for him and some other people, and now we're sitting with 12 draft picks and stuff, I'm like, okay, it's starting to make sense now.
Okay. Brett
Veach is trying to fix the salary cap.
And I think you got it before the whole world got it. I wish you had this platform then.
Oh yeah.
Know what I mean?
I would have been more vocal about it.
Oh, this podcast would be so much more popular.
Yeah. And so yeah. I never had a doubt that we would be okay. I just thought that it was odd that it happened.
Right.
And like I said, by the end of that day, I was fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we're going to be good.
And for days after that.
Yeah, because I was like, Mahomes is good enough to make anybody look like something.
There you go.
All you have to do is know how to run a route, and he can get you the ball. Don't worry about it. And he proved that in the Cincinnati Bengals game. All the damn receivers was hurt. We called up Marcus Camp, and Marcus Camp is decent. We called up Marcus Camp and a bunch of practice squad people. He had no wide receivers. He got it done. Like, I'm like, this is exactly what I knew about Mahomes. This was what. So Eric Bienemy, yes, he's going to take Washington to number 2, number 1. Mark my words. I will stand on that. Juju, don't know. McCole Hartman, I think he wants to stay. I know Juju wants to stay. They're going to get some kind of team-friendly thing situated. If they don't, we'll be okay either way. So I lost my thought on what else I was about to say about. I don't know. I was about to say something else. Yeah, McKinnon ain't going nowhere. Trust me, they're gonna give him another 1-year deal. He's getting up there in age. I don't know how much more he wants to play. He's not going nowhere though.
What are we gonna do about our inconsistent kicker?
That's a good question. I don't know if it was Bucker or if it was Tommy Townsend. Like, he's the ball holder. And I know on one of those kicks that he missed, the laces was pointing at Bucker, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I think it was the placement of the ball is what was messing it up.
Okay. Well, I need him to be more resilient.
Yeah, I think they got it together now.
Okay.
I think it took Dustin Colquitt to say something. And now then they got it back together. So we're going to take a quick break right here. When we come back, we're going to talk some more about the
Travis Kelce on
SNL. We're gonna try to look at the skit real quick. I saw one that looked pretty funny. And yeah, we'll be here after this break. I am on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all of the sports. I'm Bishop. This is KC Sports Show. It's a special show because today's my wife's birthday, and she's actually here with me. I didn't think she was gonna say nothing, but she's good. We'll be right back.
Some say that Indiana is just a flyover state. Flatlands and cornfields, barns and country roads. What if I told you Indiana is the crossroads of America? What if I told you in all other states, basketball is just basketball? In Indiana, basketball is life. Crowded high school basketball gyms on a Friday night, and every barn with a basketball rim and a frayed, worn-out net. If you're interested in the heartbeat of America, and if you're interested in sports, if you have Hoosier running through your veins, the Crossroads Pod with Aaron X is made for you. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Each and every week, the Crossroad Pod covers all of Indiana sports. The pride of the horseshoe of the Indianapolis Colts. The blue-collar, gold swagger of the Indiana Pacers. The relentless pursuit of the sixth banner for the Indiana Hoosiers. The swing of the hammer of the Purdue Boilermakers. The swoop of the Cardinals of Ball State. The summoning of the echoes of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The growl of the Bulldogs of Butler. The intensity of an Indiana fever. The chop of the Indianapolis Indians. At the Crossroads Pod, if it is Indiana, we've got you covered. More than cornfields. More than country back roads. The Crossroads of America. Join me, Aaron X, every week. It's nothing but net.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
Hockey fans, I'm Adam Kernick.
And I'm Zach Puplis.
Together, we are the newest version of Hockey Talk on IE Sports Radio, The Neutral Zone.
Zone.
We love hockey, but we also know it's not everyone's first sport. So we want to make this show as much for new fans as for the diehards.
Whether you can name all the Swedes on the '08 Red Wings Stanley Cup team, or if you can't tell if Varlamov is a goalie or the latest trendy vodka, we're here to help. With facts, figures, and outrageous fans, we bring you all the hard-hitting hockey news you can handle, while still keeping it fun and on the rails. Well, mostly.
So tune in every week as we go around the hockey world, from college to Canada, the minors and the majors, and everywhere in between.
So bring your cellies.
And your one-timers.
You wicked wristas.
And be sure to protect your five-hole.
Catch the Neutral Zone every week on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
We promise not to pick on the Arizona Coyotes every episode.
Hello, ladies and sinners. Hello, sports fans around the world. Hello, IE Sports family. This is Cale Henderson, the host of IE Vegas, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio. If you folks are interested in sports in the Vegas area, if you're wanting to have a blast for 1 hour, every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, this is a show built for the Vegas sports fans, where we feature the Las Vegas Raiders, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Aces, and the University of Las Vegas, Nevada Rebels. Hopefully, fingers crossed, MLB team coming soon. Either way, if you folks are looking to have a blast for 1 hour each and every week, tune in Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you folks are interested in Vegas sports news, go to our Twitter at SinCities_IESR, and you can speak with me, the host, Cale Henderson, at Cale_Henderson on Twitter. At any time, be happy to reply. Always want to reach out to our fans. Again, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
All right, we are back. We just checked out a couple of skits on SNL with Travis Kelce hosted last night. It was pretty funny. Yeah, he did pretty good. I could tell he was a little nervous. What about you, Brett?
He was, but, he's got a personality, on him that shines. So, he showed up as himself, and
he did good.
It was funny.
Yeah,
it really was.
It was fun.
It fit him.
Yeah, I didn't know Jason Kelce was going to be on there.
Right.
So that was funny.
Right.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I like that line where he said his mom drove him there in a minivan.
SNL has some good writers, so you got somebody with good personality and not scared to be in front of the camera. You can work wonders. Like you said, I can tell he was a little bit nervous, but he's a comedian naturally.
Yeah.
So he fit in.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. So we're gonna have to go and check it out.
Yeah, watch the whole thing.
Yeah. So my next question is: there's a lot of talk. And it is not just it's just talk at the moment, but it's strong talk. D-Hop to Kansas City. What do y'all think about that? If you ask me, I say no. We don't need DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins costs too much. What do you think? He was the top wide receiver. I don't know if you know this. He was the top wide receiver in Houston with Deshaun Jackson. Mm-hmm. He was one of the first players that they took from Deshaun Jackson. He went to the Arizona Cardinals, where he did pretty good, mm-hmm. but I think he got injured, but I know he got suspended for PEDs.
Well, I mean, one thing that Kansas City has been consistent with is managing their money. Mm-hmm. So, when it comes to the budget, if he costs too much, then they're going to pass him by and figure out something else. And
that's exactly what Veach is on right now. He is spearheading fixing Kansas City's salary cap. I think right now his main focus is Chris Jones, Frank Clark, like I said, McCole Hardman, and Jared McKinnon and Orlando Brown. I think those are his main focuses right now. So I don't see DeAndre Hopkins coming to Kansas City. Like I said, we really don't need him.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. We don't need him.
No, especially if they keep McCole Hardman. It's going to be exciting to see what McCole Hardman can do with Kadarius Toney after a full training camp. Kadarius Toney came, a little after mid-season somewhere. So once he go through the full Andy Reid training camp, which is a very hard training camp. Andy Reid does not play. Mm-hmm. If he can go through an Andy Reid training camp and stay healthy and learn the playbook as much as he can, it's going to be an interesting season. Like I said, the guy's still on a rookie contract. Right. So he's not going nowhere.
You made the point earlier that that Mahomes can, pretty much work with anybody. Mm-hmm. And so that makes me feel like the Chiefs don't really need to build a better team because I feel like Mahomes needs a challenge. I'm afraid of him getting stagnant and bored. Like, you know what I mean? He's 2 rings in.
Yeah.
He ain't even hit 30.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
I feel like that.
And so he needs a challenge.
Yeah. I had that. I honestly had that thought like, damn, is Mahomes bored yet?
Like, seriously, we need to build down or just kind of flatline.
Yeah.
So that he can be challenged and continue to stay interested in the game because where he is right now, he can retire.
And still
and
make
be
it
okay.
into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Yeah.
He absolutely could. We
First
don't
round.
want that, obviously.
Right.
But
I just thought that, like, damn, does he want to go play baseball yet?
I never considered that.
That's what I'm wondering.
I never considered that.
Like,
yeah.
has that ever crossed his mind? Like,
I don't know.
damn, I want to go play baseball for a little bit.
Yeah. He might be having that conversation with his dad at this point.
Right.
I don't know. He was a big presence after we won the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, man, he was smoking on that Philly blunt.
Oh, my. Right. He was in that. He was
that
basking.
Smoking on that Joe Burrow.
He's so sick. Yeah, he was basking.
Yeah,
in
he's living it. He's loving
awesome.
it. Yeah. I mean, I think that's awesome that he, his dad is there and watching his son succeed. He's making his dad proud. His dad is happy to see his son succeed. Like, I bet, he knew Mahomes was special as a kid. He knew that he was going to play some sports.
Right.
He automatically assumed that he was going to play basketball.
Right.
He said that. He's going to be a basketball player.
Basketball?
Mahomes can ball.
Yeah, but where did that even come from?
But the dude was so damn... Did you see the little clip when he was like on like some little league basketball team?
No.
He's playing in the gym. And he threw the damn ball like more than full court and made it. Well, half court technically, because they were going side to side.
No, he's an alien.
Yeah, he's different. he's not from here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when his dad saw him playing, he's like, he's gonna be a basketball player.
Okay.
Well, his dad friend came and was like, nah, dude's gonna be a football player. And here we are.
He was on target.
He was on target.
Right. While we're on the topic of Mahomes. With everything good,
oh gosh,
comes something bad. And it started. What was it after? Yeah, it started after the last Super Bowl win.
Oh my god!
And
I think I already know where you're about.
You
to go
know where I'm
with
about
this.
to go. That our buddy Jackson.
Oh
boy,
he's
create your own legacy,
man, dude.
Because
do
right now
something.
you're in your brother's shadow.
Your legacy is not good right now.
You're in your brother's shadow, and you're not even thinking clearly or consciously. You're trying to get attention because we live in this social media world, and you're getting attention.
We don't know what he can do. Like, what can you? I'm sure he can probably do something. Like, everybody got a purpose.
So I was surprised at the allegations.
Yeah.
Because if I'm being completely honest, I follow Jackson on Snapchat, and I thought Buddy was LGBTQ.
He is.
So what was he doing kissing a girl? He assaulted a female.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen none of that. But at last I heard he was.
That was my understanding as well. So I don't know if he's trying to grow out of that or if he's just a different letter.
Or did somebody just say he was?
I thought he was a particular letter.
Or did somebody
just say he was? He gives those vibes. He does.
Maybe somebody just said he was and everybody ran with it. But I thought that he said it himself. I don't know.
With this recent assault, he's being charged.
Is he really?
He is. And it depends on who you talk to. They people say that she was like smiling and feeding into it and then cried wolf later on. So.
Which probably. I don't know.
Either
way, it's not okay. Like I said, I didn't see it, but I don't know.
My thing is, we got a great quarterback. He's doing some wonders for Kansas City. He's a family man. Yeah. And his little brother just.
I mean, just like with every family. It's always somebody.
Like I said, with the good comes the bad.
Yeah, it's always somebody in the family.
Right. Right.
So I guess we'll just stay tuned for that. Hopefully, everything, not washes over, but everything get taken care of peacefully. And
what I'm afraid of is Mahomes having to pay for it financially.
Well, probably, and that's probably why.
That's probably why
they say what they say. We don't. I don't know. I can't speak on it because I didn't see exactly.
We won't speculate.
Everything. Money is everything.
I just hope the burden doesn't fall on Patrick. On
Mahomes. Yeah. Oh well, who else is gonna fall on? Because I don't even know what Jackson got. What did he do? I don't know. Okay, so you
Jackson
tell me, because you know...
Jackson goes out to expensive restaurants, hangs out with his friends, and is a spectacle in most places that he's in.
So you know...
That's all I've seen.
So you know more about the social media stuff than I do.
Mm-hmm.
You get paid on some of them apps, right?
On some platforms, you do.
Because I'm sure he got a huge following,
right? And so on Snapchat, it's not. There's no dynamic there. There's no financial there is, but there isn't. Not from the position that I'm following him in. Whether he has a TikTok or not, I don't know. I limited my interaction to Snapchat.
Well, he better start doing some Snapchat promotions.
But if he's on TikTok, after you get so many views, yeah, you get a check. And you have to be in the millions of views daily for it to amount to anything. I mean, he's not getting anything close to Patrick Mahomes' money.
Well, hell no.
No.
Nobody.
No.
So Mahomes already said, like, I'm done. My kids, they're going to be taken care of forever.
For life.
Yeah, so.
For life. And Brittany is backing that up with her own legacy.
Yeah.
Like, she's doing something. Like, they tried to come for her.
Which I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, that's somebody's daughter, mother.
Right. When
wife.
Dante Hall did the same thing after we won this Super Bowl
with
that she did a few years ago.
That's because people just stupid. Like,
yeah.
They hate people for no, or dislike people for no reason.
All of the time.
Yeah.
So.
Dante Hall did the same, but since he's an NFL
NFL legend, no.
It's okay.
Well, she's creating her own legacy, so
I would have been,
on her name.
I don't even drink, but I would have been up under that where she was with my mouth open, like, pour it in my mouth, Brittany.
Right. Who is so, disconnected from the excitement of the victory.
Yeah, we
that
caught
you
up
worried
here.
about that.
Yeah, we this is a celebration moment. I guess.
You were looking for a reason.
Yeah.
Whoever was hating was a hater before we won.
Yeah. and like she said, like, I did see some of that stuff. Like, some I think, I feel like, was it, not Joe Rogan, whatever his dude's name is.
Oh, that's right, Joe
It
Rogan.
was Joe Rogan, wasn't it?
Didn't he say something?
Something crazy. Like, dude, you're a whole grown-ass man,
But Joe Rogan has
bro.
been doing a lot of controversial things to get his name back in the media, because he came for somebody else recently. I can't recall who it was, but we're not going to give him that clout.
Yeah.
Let's move on from that.
So, like I said, I'm ready for the draft. Are you going to go to the draft? Do you want to go to the draft?
We can go one day. Just for the experience.
You don't want to go the first day?
The first day?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, we would probably have to either get there early or real late or something and camp out.
We'll map it out. We'll go one day, one of the days. If it's not the first day, but we'll go one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be, like, just the fact that it's happening here is monumental. Mm-hmm. So even though we don't like crowds, it's something
exactly. It's something we should. We
didn't go to the parade.
We didn't go to the parade, so we could definitely do that. Yeah, and it's happening here.
And it's a different dynamic.
Yeah. So, and who knows if the draft will come back here?
That's what I'm saying.
After this one, so I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna host a damn Super Bowl because we don't have a dome. So might as well at least enjoy. Are we gonna go to Vegas?
You said that.
Man, I keep looking for flights.
So are you inviting me to Vegas? Because since you started the show, you've been saying you were going to Vegas.
I'm going to Vegas.
Is this my invitation?
Yes.
I accept.
Yeah, I heard. Okay. So if she back out, then I'm leaving her ass. I don't care if she back out or not. I'm leaving her. If she could be mid-packing, I'm leaving.
That Vegas is going to be a better experience than LA. So I'm there.
LA sucked.
It did.
I'm sorry. I know y'all out there, South Cal, SoCal. Y'all, on the West Coast. I thought LA was gonna be something different than what it was. I've never been. I went, for the Super Bowl last year, and I was disappointed with LA.
Right. So first of all, if I can't find something good to eat within a reasonable price, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, a lot of people said I was just looking in the wrong places.
No, you weren't, because like you said, I'm a social media person, right? So I follow Keith Lee on TikTok, and he's a food critic.
He's a food critic.
Well, he did a TikTok within the last 24 hours, and he said he's like, I've been to LA 10 times.
And he found nothing.
He just found something on the 10th or 11th visit.
That's crazy.
He found some good food, but he said it himself. There's no food here. There's nothing good to eat. Now, I will say, I wish I could remember the name of the restaurant, but he did give it a 9.5 out of 10 on the food. It was a Mexican restaurant. They had burrito tacos and chicken burrito. It was fire. But, I
mean, I didn't go to the beach in L.A., and I should have went and looked at a beach or something, but because I've never been to a beach, period.
Yeah.
So, I've never,
I know, I think in big towns and busy cities like L.A., the beach is kind of dirty.
That's why I didn't want to go.
I can't confirm or deny that, but that's been my experience.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. I'm like, I don't want to see the beach, and I probably should have, but we did go see the Nipsey Hussle Memorial, which was cool. And like I said, the NFL fan experience was nice. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that they were going to be asking for COVID cards, vaccination cards.
You finessed a little bit.
Oh, we finessed a lot of bit. Me and my boy was there. He actually had like
a picture.
He had his actual card.
He did. And I sent you a picture off of Google, didn't I? Is that what you used?
I took a picture of his.
You took a picture of his?
Yeah.
And they let you?
And they let me do it.
Yeah.
Like, he had like one of the shots.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
He only had one of the shots.
Right.
And he had his card. I'm like, man, I'm going to take a picture of that.
Yeah, I got in.
I think you were looking for a picture for me on Google or something.
I was.
And we got in.
You got in.
Had
a good time.
I had a nice time. It was nice how they had it set up. Like I said, we saw Keenan Allen, So, speaking of Keenan Allen, I mean, can Keenan Allen come to Kansas City? That's a possibility, actually, from the Chargers. He's their top receiver, and he.
But that he would be an asset, right?
I mean, Hopkins could be an asset too. It's just.
But I don't feel like we should be looking for an asset. We should be challenging Mahomes so he does not get bored.
So he doesn't get bored.
Right.
No more weapons for Mahomes.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So give Mahomes average people. No more weapons.
Yes. Yes.
Well, shit, that's gonna be tough.
Continue to prove the naysayers wrong.
I like that.
Because they 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, they still hating on Kansas City.
They still hating on them.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Which is odd.
Yeah.
Our damn founder is one of the pioneers in the damn league.
Right.
So that's so odd.
Yep.
That we're not, But like I said, now we know how the Patriots and Tom Brady feel. They hate Tom Brady and they hated the Patriots.
Yeah,
so now we know their feeling.
They hated Tom Brady because that hate followed him throughout the league. But people just hate Kansas City. They love Mahomes, but they just hate Kansas City.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they're going to end up doing something, though. We're going to get somebody. It's just inevitable.
Probably.
Everybody wants to play in Kansas City now. Yeah. The way that, like I said, we should have got Juju last year. Mm-hmm. And we were going to get him.
Oh, we only had Juju this year?
Yeah, just 1 year.
Okay.
He was going to come last year. Mm-hmm. Andy Reid was up in there showing him the Super Bowl ring. Like, look at this ring, buddy.
Right.
You want one, right? And he was going to come. But I think he felt he wanted to go and play in Pittsburgh one more year because he knew Roethlisberger was going to retire.
Okay.
So he wanted to play with his quarterback one last time, which is fair.
Yeah. See, I feel like Roethlisberger's been retired for more than just
it feels like it, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Man, it feels weird. Like, we must be like in a Mandela effect or something. Because I swear it feels like...
Now that I'm thinking about it, I remember his exit. So.
It feels like a couple years ago.
It does.
So,
yeah.
Which is fair. He wanted to go... So that shows that he has loyalty. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to go play with his quarterback one more time.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Fair. And I commend him for that. And it's almost like he was like, hey, hold my spot, Andy. Let me go do this. And I think Andy Reid and them knew that. And I think that's why it was so easy for them to let Tyreek walk. Because they knew Juju was like, hey, I'm ready. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Now, why did they only sign him for 1 year?
Because I keep telling people that Andy Reid is Dr. Dre.
He's tactful.
He's Dr. Dre.
Okay.
When you in the music industry... And what Dr. Dre say? When your album sales ain't doing too good, who the doctor they tell you to go see?
Okay.
I can get you a hit.
His prescription was only for 1 year.
His prescription's only 1 year.
Okay.
Hey, Juju,
and he got him a ring.
He showed him the ring. Your season wasn't looking too good for the past few seasons.
Okay.
Come and see the Dr. Andy Reid.
Right.
I'm going to get you a ring, or I'm going to try hard to get you a ring, but at least I'm going to get you a contract.
And he delivered.
That's
crazy. Yeah.
So
I love how you.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, look at Shady McCoy.
Mm.
You played for Andy in Philly. Mm-hmm. You didn't have a ring. your career was coming to the end. That's why I'm like, forget Shady talking crazy about EB. Because Andy and EB came and got you. Your career was over. You got a ring. You were able to get a contract with Tampa Bay the year after that. You got another ring. You didn't do shit in Tampa Bay.
Family show.
It's a family show. Somewhat. Something like a family show. But, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing in Tampa Bay.
I got you.
Be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
So, Terrell Suggs. He played in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Terrell Suggs, I believe he did have a ring because Joe Flacco. Yeah. Came to Kansas City.
Who came to Kansas City?
Terrell Suggs.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's the year we won. That's the year we won the Super Bowl.
The first Super Bowl? He was with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Got that ring. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what it looks like. There's players that want a ring. A.J. Brown won a ring. You know what I'm saying? He wants a ring. There's Keenan Allen wants a ring. You know, you got these players, these good players, they want a ring.
Right.
So right now, Calais Campbell, which is one of the, I think he's a defensive lineman. I forget what position he plays. He's in Baltimore. He was on Snapchat. He wants a ring. Alan Lazard, Green Bay Packer. MVS came from Green Bay. They know each other very well. Alan Lazard, I think, is up for a contract. MVS told him, hey, go get your money or come to Kansas City. I'm with you either way. So it's almost, it's going to happen. We're going to end up with somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We probably get another ring.
Hey, 3's a charm.
Hey, 3's a charm. I'll take another ring.
Yeah.
And if let's just say Alan Lazard decide to come here, or Calais Campbell decide to come here, and they get a ring, we win again. Dude, everybody's gonna be lined up to come play with Andy Reid.
Yeah,
it just makes sense.
Yeah.
So, well, we are coming up on the end here. It's been a pleasure having you in the IE Sports Radio studios with me.
Thank you.
I'm happy you was here. You know, people, probably got tired of hearing me ramble. So it's nice to hear a lovely voice.
I think they rather enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. They keep coming back, so we'll see. We will see you all next week. Again, I am Bishop. This is my lovely wife, Paige. She just, on her birthday, she decided to spend it with me on our little chess show here. This is KC Sports. Shout out to Taryn. Thank you all for listening. Eric B, shout out to you, man. Hey, I know, hold up. Before we get out of here, I am going to do the drop. I was sick last week, but I've been extremely busy with work. Like, there's a lot of work this time of year. There's a lot of work for us. It's crazy because of the type of field I'm in. There's a lot of work in the wintertime especially, but right now they're adding more and more work. Changing out gas meters, natural gas meters, because the weather is getting warmer. So I've been very busy, and normally I've been working 6 days a week. I think they're talking about adding 7 days. So we'll see. I don't know. So yes, we'll be here next week. I am Eric B. Hey, Eric, I am going to get you the drop. I promise. You will get it in the picture. So thank you all for tuning in with us. I am trying not to go over on time here. We got another show lined up for you all. I am Bishop. This is KC. Her name is Paige. Hopefully she'll come back with us next week. This is IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. This is KC Show. I will see you all next week. Take care.
Bye.